Hi everyone, it's Ashlyn Giza YouTube channel. Today my life topic is going to be about grieving and mourning. I chose this topic today because I just actually had a friend pass away last night. Um, we we were super close when we were younger. We weren't able to be as close as we were when we were younger, like now, just because he moved to a different state after high school and stuff. So after that, we kind of like our closeness. What we were still close and we still talked online, but it's not the same as if you're able to hang out with somebody or go out to eat with them or go to a movie with them or just stuff that friends do, and go to the mall or whatever. So I found out on Facebook. His mom wrote a post, but um, so rest in peace to my friend. I'm dedicating this video to you. Um, so I just wanted to talk about like the different stages that people go through with grieving. And the first step is shock and kind of like a numb feeling, like denial. And I'm kind of going through that right now with my friend. Like it doesn't feel like it's real, so I'm having trouble. Like there's moments where I've thought about past memories that we had when we were kids, and I want to cry, but I don't cry just because this is not my first friend that's passed away either. So it's kind of gotten easier for me to accept that when somebody's gone. I believe in Jesus Christ and the Bible. I know not everybody does, and that's okay because I don't judge. Um, but I believe they go to heaven, is what I believe. So I know that I'm gonna see them again. I've accepted that they're gone and that I'll see them again. Um, and other people who don't believe what I believe, you can just believe that that's the way I cope with it too. Everyone's different. I don't judge anybody. I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I have friends with all kinds of different religions and beliefs. So it doesn't matter to me what people believe. I don't stop being friends with them just because of that. But I'm kind of going through that numbing denial stage, like, oh my gosh, he's gone. Um, I can't believe it. And, we're only 36, 37, so we're still really young. He shouldn't have been dying for a long time. Like, it's just shock to me. Like, I can't believe it. And I went through that with my dad too. When my dad passed away, I went through a little bit of shock at first. That the shockness stage didn't really last very long with my dad because it was my dad. Like, you're gonna cry and you're really gonna be hurting really bad. Not that I'm not hurting for my friend, but it's a different kind of feeling when your parents die as opposed to a friend dying. So and the second feeling that you get when you're grieving is pain. And like I said a second ago with my dad, it didn't take as long to get over that shock because, it was my dad. I was closer to him than my friends, like it should be, or I shouldn't say should be, but like how most families are. Because some people aren't close with their parents. I was close with my parents, but my dad was hard to get very very close to just because he worked all the time. He worked from 7 in the morning to 7 at night. So I didn't really get to see him as much as maybe other families get to see their dad, but it still hurt really bad. And another step for grieving, number 2, is guilt. And I had a lot of guilt when my dad died because we were fighting when my dad passed away. So for a long time, I was really mad at myself for not saying sorry and not just, you know, talking things through with my dad before he passed away. But, we never know when someone's going to die. So it, I didn't know that he was going to die. So I've got to that acceptance point. in my life where my dad wouldn't want me to be sad about that. My dad knows that I'm sorry and he would forgive me. So, um, and then number three is the anger stage. A lot of people can get really angry, and I was kind of going through that yesterday with my friend when I found out my friend died. I was in that shock, numbing feeling like, oh my gosh, he's gone. He's not here with us anymore. He's not going to be telling me Happy Mother's Day anymore like you just did a couple weeks ago. He's not going to be telling me how he's doing or asking how I'm doing and me asking how he's doing anymore. He's gone. And then my husband had gotten home from work and he did a couple things that irritated me, just like other married couples can happen to other married couples. But it irritated me a little bit more yesterday just because my friend just passed away. So, I, you know, it, it, it really makes a difference when other people have had people pass away. Um, like other people that you're around, if they've had people pass away or not, because if they've never had anybody pass away that's close to them, like a mom or dad or a friend or anything like that, they're not going to know, or even grandparents, they're not going to know how it feels. So my husband hasn't really had anyone who he's close to pass away. So as the years that we've been together and I've had friends passing away and my dad passed away and stuff, he understands, but only to a certain extent because he hasn't had it happen to him. Not that I want it to, but it's going to someday, and it he'll realize, what I'm going through and what other people who have had loved ones pass away, what they went through. So I was going through kind of anger yesterday with my grieving over my friend because I was wanting to think about him and wanting to think about the times we had together and just relax and try to get my sad feelings under control. But my husband did a couple irritating things, and that kind of set me off. So, like, I looked at him and was like, hey, my friend just passed away and you really have to do that tonight, type of thing. And I went through anger a lot with my dad too because I was mad that I didn't get to say sorry and that I didn't go and visit him as much as I should have before he passed away. Um, Also, my other friend that passed away, Ryan, um, this video is dedicated to him as well. He was my best friend. We hung out all the time. All the way until 2018, he passed away. And I had a lot of anger with him going away too because there was a lot of people. He was a very popular guy, and a lot of people never hung out with him or anything like that after high school just because what happened to him was he fell off a grain elevator, got his couple fingers cut off, and became paralyzed. So he lived, but he was paralyzed. And so a lot of people didn't visit him after high school because he couldn't really go anywhere because he was in a wheelchair. And I thought that was wrong because, just like anybody else should, because it doesn't matter if someone's in a wheelchair or not. You should still see how they're doing. And if they can't go anywhere, you should still stop by and see how they're doing. And I was getting angry when he passed away at all the people that were trying to ask me what happened to my friend, when if they were around him still after high school instead of just leaving him, then they would have known that he was sick and not doing good and that he was passing away. So I went through anger about him too. Hold on a moment. My son is crying again in his crib. I have a 6-month-old son for those of you who are just tuning into my channel. And I have to do these videos in between his nap, and he just woke up, so I'll be right back. Okay, so back to what I was saying about grieving. So I got done talking about anger. Number 4 stage would be depression. And I, of course, was super, super depressed when my dad died. Um, because it's my dad, and because like I said a little while ago, me and him fought before he passed away, so that was really hard for me to um, cope with the fact that my dad passed away, and I never talked things through with him. Um, and I didn't want him to go, you know, as soon as he did, because he was only 55 when he died of a massive heart attack. And I wish that he he was just still here. So of course that put me in a great depression, and it's kind of putting me into a depression with funk with my friend that just passed away last night too. Even though we weren't as close as we used to be when we were younger, like high school, because obviously he's a good friend of mine and that I grew up with, and it's just that feeling that you have when somebody passes away that you grew up with, or that or that you're even close with, really close with. You just start thinking about all the memories that you had together, and you start just wishing that they didn't go, and why do people have to die? Why, where do they go after they die? Some people ask, and I've thought that myself even before. I've asked a bunch of questions in my head like that. So I'm kind of in that funk right now about my friend passing away. Like, why did he have to go, and is he okay? Is he crossed over yet? And like, just thinking about how me and him used to party when we were younger, and just take car rides and stuff like that to different friends' houses, and the laughs and jokes that we had together. So, I was thinking about that and kind of just being a little depressed in that depression funk. And another thing that people go through when they're grieving is an upward spiral. So you start to kind of, think, okay, they're passed away. It's okay that I'm feeling guilty. It's okay that I'm wondering why they're gone. It's okay that I'm having depressive days um, when I'm remembering them and that they're not here. Um, and I've gotten to that point with my dad, because just for the simple fact, because he's been gone since 2013, so I've had many years now, to not get over it, but just for things to be easier and to accept that he's gone. um and that's the last but not least stage I was going to talk about, the acceptance stage. You get to that accepting point where you just accept the fact that they're gone. You know they're not coming back, and that you will see them someday. That hope feeling. Like, if you don't believe what I believe, which is I believe that people go to heaven and you'll see them again someday after they pass away. If you don't believe that, you have the hope to be able to see them someday through a spiritual realm or whatnot. But I've gotten to that acceptance point with my dad, and an acceptance point with my friend Ryan too, because they've been gone now for years now, so it's got so easy. Um, so I'm kind of feeling like I'm starting all over with my friend that just passed away last night, but um, I I just have to realize too, I guess, that I'm not old per se because I'm only 36, but I'm definitely not young anymore. So, like real young, like 20s and teen years. So I'm going to probably be seeing a lot more of my friends passing away and family members passing away. Especially family members like my aunts and uncles and stuff like that, because they're older than my friends, so I'm probably going to be seeing more of them, unfortunately. So it's always good to have a support group, and There is grieving groups to go to, just like there is AA meetings, just like I was telling you guys yesterday in my previous video, that there's like groups for rape victims to go to. Well, there's groups to talk about your grieving and your mourning. And they're on Facebook too. You don't have to go anywhere to go. You can actually go online too. So, and there's always me too to talk to. I have had lots of friends pass away, family members pass away, and my dad himself passed away. So if anyone needs anyone to talk to, I'm here too. Um, but rest in peace to my friend Ryan Sconyers, who passed away in 2018. Rest in peace to my friend that just passed away last night. I am not going to mention his name in respect of family members um, of his. And rest in peace to my dad, Ben Lindo Jr., and Tom Wangsness, and a bunch of other my loved ones, my grandma Linda, my grandpa Burr. I could go on, but rest in peace to all my loved ones and my friends, and rest in peace to all you guys' friends and family who have passed away too. I'm right there with you, so hang in there. Things will get easier. Um, if you guys want to drop your rest in peace comments below, I'd love that. I'll be praying for you guys, and I'll be on tomorrow with another life topic. Thank you guys.